Today we're going to take a look at the housing market for August 2023 versus last year in Highland Park and all the surrounding neighborhoods known as NELA, Northeast LA. I'm Wendy Colton with Think Real Estate in Highland Park. In Highland Park, 22 homes were sold this August, which was down 19%. This directly correlates to the fact that the number of new listings was just 17 in 2023, which was down 32%. The average price actually went up 13% at $1.24 million. The size of the homes basically stayed the same at 1,430 square feet. And the median days on market was 16 days this year, which was 16% faster than August of 2022. And looking at the average price per square foot, this was about $985 per square foot, and that's up 18%. So since the average size and average price per square foot were about the same, that tells me that the 13% price increase in Highland Park is real. Now let's take a look at Eagle Rock. The number of homes sold in August 2023 was 14, which was down 22%. And then looking at the number of new listings in August 2023, there were 16, which was really about the same as 17 new listings last year. So inventory was about the same, yet the number of homes sold last year was down. The number of days on the market stayed virtually the same at 14 days. The average price sold was $1.43 million, which was up 11%, which is interesting because the average size of the home was also up 11% at 1,743 square feet. The average price per square foot stayed the same at about $872 per square foot. So this tells me that the 11% price increase is really based on the fact that the homes sold were larger by 11%. Washington, the number of homes sold stayed the same at 13, while the number of new listings dropped 71% to just 5 new listings this past August. The median days on market was also the same at 16 days. And note, for the average price, there was kind of a unicorn property that sold for about $4.9 million in 2022, and that really skewed all the pricing numbers, so I took that listing out. Based on that, the prices in Mount Washington were up 7% to $1.27 million. The average size of a home was also up 7% at about 1,500 square feet. Seeing that the average price per square foot stayed the same at about $902 per square foot, that really shows that since the average size of the home and the average price both increased 7%. That really means that the price increase was because larger homes were sold. Moving on to Glassell Park, which always seems to buck the trend of all the other NELA neighborhoods. The number of homes sold was actually up 30% at 13 this year, which directly tied to the number of new listings. 13 new listings versus just 5 new listings in August of 2022. Median days on market stayed exactly the same at 15. The average price of a home sold was actually down 4%. And this is the only NELA neighborhood that was down, and that was at $1.05 million. The average size of a home was down about 5% at 1,220 square feet, whereas the average price per square foot was basically the same at like $2 difference per square foot. So basically that 4% price drop is really a result of smaller homes being sold this year. Hope that all makes sense. Now looking at the large combined area of Silver Lake and Echo Park. The number of homes sold this August was 28, which was down 18% from last year. The number of new listings was 35 this year, which was down 13% from last year. Median days on market was 18 days, which was up 29%, but 18 days, I mean, please, that is still really fast. The average price of a home sold in Silver Lake and Echo Park in August 2023 was $1.55 million. That's up about 5%. The average size of a home was 1,725 square feet, which was just about the same as last year. The average price per square foot was $939, which is basically the same as last year. So that means the average price being up 5 points really tracks. All right, now let's go to Los Feliz. There was another unicorn sale for $9.4 million. And so I took that one out as not to overinflate the average price. The number of homes sold was 13, which was down 46% from last year, and the number of new listings was also down 23% at just 20 new listings this year in Los Feliz. Median days on market was up 22%, but since it's only 11 days on the market this year, that 22% is basically meaningless. And the average price of a home sold in Los Feliz this year was $3.08 million, which was a 14% increase over last year. The average size of a home was 2,682 square feet, which was a 20% increase. But note that one of the homes sold this year was around 4,800 square feet, so it skewed that number way up. Which makes sense because the average price per square foot was down 10% at about $1,100 per square foot, which tracks because that's typically what happens when larger homes are sold, that the price per square foot goes down. Note that I'm not including Atwater in the monthly housing reports because the sample size is so small, but I do include it when doing the quarterly or semi-annually reports as the numbers are more meaningful. All right, so that was your NELA recap of the housing market for August 2023. Reach out if you have any questions or want to talk about it.